Howdy, howdy, y'all. It's Sir Cowpoke, and welcome on back to Valheim. Today we're in the community server because I am working on a project, which is Cowtown. I had an idea after we defeated the Elder to turn that spawn location into a town square. I have already gone over in one of my previous streams and made the first home over there. Go check out that stream, which is Exploring and Building, if you want to see that build. It actually turned out pretty nice. I also built a second home, which is the first Viking home I have done, which I'll have that video linked to the end of this one, so you can go check that one out. But today, we are building the Viking Blacksmith area. I have a great idea for it, so without further delay, let's get to riding. Here's the section that I'm actually going to want to put the blacksmith house, or it's going to be like the smithy, the blacksmith smithy, and everything like that. It's going to have both the blacksmithing thing as well as the workbench table, and we're fully upgrading everything else. And this is going to be pretty much the spot that I want it to go. I need to work on getting this a little bit further out. Might have to expand this as we go. I have an idea of how I want this to generally look and everything, so it's going to be a work in progress. Like I said, everything on previous builds, everything that I build is pretty much on a whim, and it's just the idea that I have in my head, and I try to make it work from there. I've seen some inspirations from time to time, and I try to make it my own and everything else, but I do not preset any of my builds. I just go with it and see if it works. Now, I do have a stone cutter, because I'm actually going to utilize some stone to this build and everything else. So I'm actually going to start off with some steps. So the steps that I'm going to have, it's pretty much is going to be a section where it's going to start. I'm going to have that guy there, and I'm already low on that. Get this up. Come here, stone. That. There we go. And then I'm going to have a nice little walk-up section here. It's going to walk up into the smithy. And a lot of this is going to be like out. Some of it's going to be outside, some of it's going to be inside. And then I'm going to have some things built into the structure and everything. So the next thing I'm going to have is we're going to build, pretty much what I'm working on is building out the patio and everything else. Is it already getting dark? We just started. All right, let's jump in here and go to bed. All right, so then we need to get this like an actual nice little walk-up section and everything. I'm trying to also gauge if this will actually fit where I want it to fit, where I need it to fit. I might have to bring this over just slightly. I'm gonna put that guy there, and let's grab a little bit more stone. Go. Much more. There we go. Put that guy there, and we're gonna move these guys over by one. Probably just need to put out one. There we go. There we go. That way, you pretty much walk out of the courtyard, out of one of the homes. If you need anything, you come straight into here, and that's where that's going to have to sit. And then it's going to have a roundabout section that's basically kind of like this. And it's going to, no, not there, because we all know how this all has to sit. And then a lovely tower thing that sets up like that. So this is my, and then I think I'm going to do one more out. Get one more out. Now remember, there's two of these things. So there's this one that does all the core stuff, the standard stuff, and then there's one more we're going to get later. So I'm going to build two as a placement holder. For the other one, and it's going to pretty much have to sit kind of like, well, I'm already this only thing about building with stone is it takes so much stone to build anything. It just so much stone building of these things. So this way we can still like put things in there and squeeze in a spot there. Might actually have to go one more wider or one more farther in, just because we need to be able to feed into that sucker. So let's go ahead and expand this out. Let's see here. Should be able to, yeah. Get one more out and grab some more stone. There and there. There we go. Now we got ourselves a nice little courtyard. Nice little courtyard section where that's going to sit and everything. The next thing we're going to do is, and it's lovely, it's raining, I'm going to work on building out a house section that's going to store not only the tools, the upgrades and stuff, some basic storage, but it's going to pretty much be an L-shaped building. It's going to wrap from here, and it's going to wrap around to here. So I'm going to knock that core frame out since it's raining, and we'll see how it looks when it's all set up and done. Well, the core structure set up and done. So I'm going to start with this guy. Where are you? Oh, I need to build a workbench, so it goes right there for now. Boom! And so this is pretty much the structure right here, the base and bones. This section I had to sit here and play around with a little bit because it's a corner, because it's a L thing. I've never really done a L-shaped construction like this before, so the roof was kind of tricky, but it turned out to be pretty nice. You stick this guy in the corner instead of having one of those. You stick one of those there, and then you can get that nice kind of like an angle type roof right there, and then this kind of next over here, so this will actually be covered in that little section there, and then boom, you actually have a nice little L-shaped structure there. So what we have now is we have our two smithing sections there, and everything. Then over here, for what I have an idea of, I'm going to have a door here that also leads into here. And then there's going to be some smithing sections, some other pieces and parts. There's going to be the anvil and stuff's going to be out in the courtyard. And I'm going to have a door. So I'm going to have like two doors. One's going to be like a door there, and another door is going to go there. And then those will be like the two like sections to walk in and out, and then I'll have like, you know, your anvil in here. I think I'm going to have the blacksmithing, or I might have the anvil like over here or something, and then the blacksmithing table inside, so it actually goes through and everything. And then I might have like an outdoor or a back section over here that's covered. I'm thinking about, let's see here, I'm just trying to visualize a couple different things here. If I extend this out, I'm out of wood, and I'm going to have to, I'm not out of wood, I was just out of construction phase. And then bring that guy there, and dude there, and then this should allow me to put the guy there. And then let's get that guy. That's just awkward. That sticks out about there, and then one more here. And then we'll have like this little covered section, and then I can have a ramp up, a wooden one there, and then a door to this there. That way I can like come in and out. Then I'll have like the wood cutting sections out here, and then all that stuff there. I think that will work out kind of nice. It'll actually turn out pretty cool, because you have your logs in the back of your trees and all your smelting and stuff up here at the front and everything. I think it's going to be pretty slick. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put in the floor all the way around in here, so then we can actually get a proper layout of everything. So let me knock that out. Let me get the floor in, and yeah, we'll go from there. Check it out, we got ourselves a floor and a roof that's actually going to cover everything up, so when it starts raining it will be all nice and cleared out. Now what I'm thinking is this is going to be like the little storage section, so it's going to be like this little pocket storage for your basic crafting materials and stuff like that. You'll have your iron, some wood, some seeds, and this can go up to about that tall. That way it keeps a good like linear or good like L shape in here. I do want to put the smithing table like here, So let me go actually grab that and move it over. That way we can start seeing where these things go and everything. So I want to stick this guy over here. He's gonna go kind of like this, kind of like right there. Actually, a little bit farther in, a little bit closer there. And this is gonna be walled in and everything, but I'm gonna have like the anvil there and everything. And let's grab the workbench, get it moved in to its spot, which I'm thinking I'm gonna put the workbench. Let's see here, where would the good spot for the workbench be? We could have it kind of like there. We could have it flush against the wall over here. Let's have it flush like that, like right there. That way, it'll have like access to all the stuff. So we'll have like the tanning rack back here. Actually, no. Let's stick it more like right here. That way we can have the space for all those different things there. And everything, and then because we have all these upgrades, you know, like this guy, it's going to have to go like that. I have thought about putting this outside. The only problem is it just won't be completely covered or anything. And I want it covered. That's why I'm going to put it inside. Now you can sit here and put like maybe that there and have a little covered section. See how that looks like real quick. I want to see just see what that looks like real quick. See if that actually looks like it'll be a decent spot. Because we had this here. And then put this dude right there, kind of like that. Then if we had this dude, he would have to go kind of like there. Wouldn't be too bad. Let's see where the roof lines up. We're gonna need some more wood. So I'm gonna grab some more wood and see what that looks like. Again, like I said, I do things as a whim. I don't pre-build any of these, so it's all trial and error as I go. So let's see what that looks like. I'm gonna grab some wood and see what that looks like. I just had a crazy, kind of interesting idea. How about we keep like this semi-open? Like we'll wall off this section here and here. Like we'll have the wall go around all there. But the inside in here is where it's going to be covered and everything. And this is like where the little work area for all that's going to be. So let me go ahead and see what that's going to look like. Put down this guy. And that way, grab that. Yeah, I know I'm carrying too much. So let's see here. If I had this dude, let's say, kind of like this, like, boom, just kind of like right there, right? It's going to be bounced up to there, and then eventually I'm going to have some hanging utensils or instruments and everything. And I'm thinking I can have them hang up there, and I can still have them walk back and forth up there. And then I'll have, we can do this. Because this might be kind of interesting and cool. Come on, snap. There we go. That guy there. Dig this down a little bit. Go. Dive right around. Come on, get in there. Get. And there. Missing rocks. Where's my rocks? Rocks! I need you. There we go. Put you there. And then let's grab this and let's fade this out. There we go. That way we have this unique and interesting section that I can walk in here. It's covered, and we'll have the walls kind of like this. Let's see what this looks like real quick. We'll have this like walled all the way down, kind of like that, and everything else, and probably put like a window in there, and maybe a window over there. But this whole section right here could be like the where I do all the smithing and whatnot. And I can have the anvil. Where's the anvil? And we can decorate this so many different ways. So many different ways. It's just kind of crazy of all the different things we could do with this. Let's see, where is the anvil? Anvil is we're gonna put like the anvil like, next to it for the time being. It could be there. We need to start slowly upgrading the rest of this stuff. And then as we upgrade it, maybe we can rearrange it then. But I think that would be kind of cool. Now what we do need is the storage section. I want it enclosed. I think that would be the best way to do things, is have that enclosed. I'm just looking for the door, because we'll have that guy like there. And this will be the door in and out the storage section. And I also want this enclosed as well, because I think that would look nicer if this was all enclosed. The only open section is this. Now I have thought about doing, now I do need to get the rest of this like outlined here. Kind of want that guy there, and then have I don't know, like that guy there might be kind of interesting. And then let's go ahead and put like a decent little outline there and there. We have that. So there's our courtyard, so to speak, and everything. Actually, let's do this instead. That way it will fit that kind of frame. Yeah, kind of cool, kind of nice. I like that. I like that a lot. And then we have this section that opens up right in here to do all your smithing work. Like I said, we can move that like over here and then have plenty of room to put a bunch of other stuff in here if we really need to. We could even block off, like have the block off there and have this all deal, and then the smithing section just like right here. I don't know. There's like so many different ways we can think about this. And now I do know, because we still have to have the coal burning deal, which is there. So what I was thinking about here is I need to get this all out a little bit further, because this is where I'm going to have like all the wood chopping block that's going to go there, and then this is going to be there. So it's all wood incorporated. So the coal creation deal is actually going to be out here where all the wood chopping stuff, because it kind of makes more sense. So let me pave this all out and get a back section on here and see what that looks like. Boom, there we go. We got ourselves a little backyards courtyard for like all the, like I'm gonna put this guy here. I could put some wood there. Then I could put, if I had enough wood, like 50 wood, I could easily put that in. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You do not belong in here. Get out of here. Get. God, man. Just trying to build up a little spot, and these guys are just coming in here and being all rude. But I think this would be kind of a cool little courtyard. I could put like a stack there for decoration. Then I could easily put that guy. I'm gonna just go grab some leather. I can do that later, and like decorate around here where the tanning would be, the wood cutting would be, and then that's where I store the fire there. And I could put like a little chest there, or all the chests were in here, where I could put like wood and coal and stuff in there, or all the materials I need for crafting, and it all feeds into this guy up here, and I could put the tools up in here and stuff. Like, it's going to turn out pretty cool. So what I'm going to do from here on is I'm going to wrap this up by finishing up the walls, getting in some of the tools, the decorations, and upgrading some of the stuff that I can do, because we are still pretty far or early in the game, and this will eventually just become just full of all kinds of stuff. We do know that one of these two guys are eventually going to go away. We'll have the next smelter down. This guy might move around to the back wall. We might expand into here and just have this open and this all covered. All depends on how far and how much more stuff we bring in. But I'm going to go ahead, finish up the walls, get the rest of this stuff done, and I'll see you at the end of the build. So exciting. So exciting. And here we are at the very end of our smithy. It all turned out quite nice. I actually decided to put up a double little section here, so it seems like that is a good support. And then I kept this here because I kind of like it. There because it makes it seem like this is like the actual smithing courtyard and everything. And I put the stone cutter here. That way it is out and about, out of these homes. It doesn't need to be here, but it's here, so we can use it for anything we got. We have one more, actually we have a couple more things to do here. We got an anvil, the smith's anvil, but we need iron to do that, as well as the forge table, which also we need iron to do. But all our iron's at the main base, and that's in the community one. There is some swamps just right around here, so I can easily go over there and see if I can find a sunken crypt and get that finished up. But for the time being, this works. This turned out real nice. And then here's our little storage section. We have tons of storage. We can actually go one more higher, so if we just need more storage for any reason at all, we can easily do that. And this is a good spot that this can expand in, and everything else we can repair. That turned out quite nice. And I decided, instead of doing the traditional log deals, I wanted to, like, all the rest of the buildings are all log based, but because I wanted these windows. And so how these windows are put together, you have these little, you put that there, which is your standard wall deal, then you put a little nick there, and these are your upside down, these guys right here, your inverted window walls. So those what these are, and they easily just fit there, and then put another one there, and then you outline it. Oops, forgot to outline that sucker there, just kind of like that. Then boom, you got yourself a nice little window. You can easily add more to it and everything like that. You could even be like, I want these to block out sections of it if you really wanted to, or you can put a big one so you can have, look at that, you can easily put there all the way around. Give it some more detail, but again, we need a lot more iron, so that's something we can work towards and slowly upgrade once we get all of that there. And then out here is I already started cooking some wood and everything else. Get all this cooking. So it's a nice little, this is like the wood section. I got a tiny little fence back there to keep little things out. Little courtyard here that, as you can see, already have some of the upgrades lined out. Some little wood backed up there. All this feeds right in. And then once I start getting tools that actually go to the workbench, which we don't have any yet, there's no tool upgrades, but once we start unlocking that, that will start outlining the inside of this, and it'll all feed into it and keep that upgraded and nice. But this turned out like a really cool little back courtyard section. I like it a lot. And this will expand and grow and get more detailed, like when we get more things unlocked, when I gather more copper. I can put the actual nice torches in here. I can put some decorations all up in here. Start putting like swords in here. I can really make it real nice and everything else. But until then, we'll just have to, this is the core structure. And it turned out quite nice. I kind of like it. I hope y'all do too. I think this turned out pretty cool.